Welcome to Lesson 51, Divide Decimals. Lesson 51 of Numbers and Operations. We've jumped the gun here in a previous video, and you saw the rule for dividing decimals. And it's very, very different, and you have to be very careful when dividing decimals. So let's get into our objective, our rules, and our notes. And okay, so find the quotient. We're actually going to do this. So two negatives become a positive. I do not have to worry about my sign at the end. So 55.104 gets divided by 10.03. In normal division, you would just go ahead and do this, but you can't do that when you're multiplying, when you're dividing decimals. So let's show you how to do this. So 10.03 divided by, or dividing into 55.104. So now you got four numbers here. The first thing you have to do when dividing decimals, make your divisor, this number, a whole number. How are you going to do that? Well, you have to move it 2 places, and now you have 1003. You have to move this 2 places, and now you have 5510.4. Okay, so now we divide like normal. 1 goes in a 5 times, so I'm going to use 5. We have to guess and check. 15. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 1 is 5. We subtract. Okay. My fat hands did that, so I'm sorry that the screen jumped on you. All right, so subtracting 10 minus 5 is 5. We had to borrow 4. 10 minus 1 is 9. So you get 495. It's smaller than 1003, so we know we got the right number. So now we go to 4. So let's try 4. 4 times 3 is 12. 0, 4. Subtract again. 2, 4, 9. Put a 0. Put a 0. 9 times. 9 times 3 is 27. So borrowing. 10 minus 7 is 3. Borrowing. 11 minus 2 is 9. 3 minus is 3. 9 minus 0. 393 is less than 1. So put another 0 and keep going. And you want to keep going until you see that the number repeats or ends. And these numbers will repeat in, so 3009. Borrow 10. 10 minus 9 is 1. 2. 921 is smaller than 3. So put a 0. Put a 0. 9 times. That's 9027. You got to borrow 3. 10 minus 2 is 8. 1, 1, 0, 0. That's going to be 1. 1003. I'm sorry that this get a little small on you. 836 minus 3 becomes 833. Put a 0. Put a 0. We got 8. 8 times 1003 is 8024. Subtracting, we get 603. Put a 0 times 1003. 3 is 3012. 60 minus 12 is 48. 480 is smaller, so you got to put a 0 here, put another 0. 4,800, we get 4. 1,012, 4,012. 800 minus 12 is 788. So it looks like this is going to keep going before it starts to repeat. So what I would suggest to you is that you stop at the 1,000th place. So in high school, we ran to the 1,000th place. So I am going to estimate and stop here. So we get 5.494 as our quotient. We could have kept going on and on and on, but that would have been a lot of decimals, and you don't need to do all that. The lowest place value, most test questions or standardized tests will ask you to round down to is the 1,000th place, which is 3 digits behind a decimal. So I'll end this slide here, and we'll move to the next example. Oh, all right. So that looks like that was our example. So you had to practice problems, and I'll meet you at the end of the video. Okay, so 2589 divided by 12.83. 25.89 divided by 12.3. 12.3 is not a whole number, so move the decimal, put the decimal on top of the house. 123, let's try 2. 2 123s is 246. Ooh, we barely squeezed in there. 58 minus 46 is 8. You get a 9. 89 is smaller than 123. It doesn't go in, so you put a 0 there, put a 0 there, put a 0 there. So this is where we got to do some rough estimation. 12 and 89. 12 times 7 is 84. So let's try 8 and see if we come up how we do. 8 times 3 is 24. Carry the 2. 8 times 2 is 16. Plus 2 is 18. 8 times 1 is 8. Plus 1 is 9. that gave us too much. We can't use that, so what do we have to do? We have to change. And sometimes when you do division, you get numbers that don't work, and you have to try it and go back to the drawing board. So we're going to do 7. Oh, wait, 7 times 12 is 84. No wonder it came out wrong. Let's see how this comes up. 1, 7 times 2 is 14, plus 2 is 16. I just thought of that. 7 times 1 is 8. Subtracting, we get 29. I'm going to do that twice again. We know that 2 times 123 is 246. Subtracting, we get 44. Add a 0, 440. So let's see. 12, 24, 36, 48. So I think 3 will work. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. We get 1. 43 minus 36 is 7. 710. Let's see. Do we have any numbers that's close? All right, 71. Let's go through our 12s. 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72. So we're going to use 5. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11. Carry that 1. 5 times 1 is 6. 710 minus 615 is 95. And we can see this is just going to keep going on and on. We're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you only need to go 3 numbers behind a decimal, and we're going to chop it off and estimate it as 2.072. There's no reason to continuously go on forever and ever dividing numbers. Again, stop once you get to 3 digits or your thousandths place. You should probably go out 4 or 5 so that you can have a good place to round to in general. Let's look at our next problem. 7.47 divided by 0.6. Make this a whole number. Move it over. And 6s should be easy. 6 goes into 7 once. Subtracting 14. Twice, 12, 27, 3 times, 24, 3, 0, 0, 5, 30. Look at this. This one actually terminates. 1235. Problem 3. 1925 divided by 7.7. Move the decimal, move the decimal. 77 goes in as 1 0 times. It goes into 19 0 times. 192. So let's think about our 7. 7, 14, 21. So let's try 2. 2 times 7 is 14. Carry. 2 times 7 is 14 plus 1 is 15. Subtracting. Barring. 12 minus 4 is 8. 8 minus 5 is 3. 38 is smaller than 77. Let's drop our 5. 5 times 7 is 35, so let's try 5. 5 times 5 is 35. Carrying the 3. 7 times 5 is 35 plus 3. Oh, look at this one. Terminates. I love it. So 0.025. Okay, this concludes dividing by decimals. I know it's a lot of work, and most people don't like doing it, but math is not hard. It requires you to set things up the right way, and then you have to do the work. And if you keep everything neat and organized, it's very easy to do. It is time consuming. It's a lot to do, and I get that, but if you follow the rules and do things in an orderly manner the same way every time, you will get consistent answers. Okay? And you can always check your work by multiplying 7.7 and 0.25 and see if you come up with 1925. And look at it. I forgot. We had a negative here. We had a negative right here. So don't forget your signs. Pay attention to your integers. Okay. Thank you for watching my video. I will see you on the next video. And remember, all of these videos go in a series. So all of the decimal ones go together. All of the fraction ones go together. So please watch more than one video at a time. Subscribe and hit the notification button.